What up, guys? Recently there's a lot of hype for this thing right here, Cerakote headlight restoration kit. And as you can tell, my headlight's pretty oxidated, so it needs a little bit of work. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out, see how it comes out, see if it's worth the hype. Alright, first I'm gonna wash the headlights with some soap. So I did put some painter's tape around it because it does say on the oxidization remover do not come in contact with your paint. So just did that as a precaution. And obviously popping your hood helps so you don't accidentally touch anything. It does come with a video and also step-by-step instruction on what to do. So the next step one, you get these oxidization remover. So it comes with 4 times 2, 8 of these, so you're going to use that in a circular motion. Comes with gloves obviously, and get the oxidation out. So you're going to use this, go in circular motion. As you can see, it's starting to yellow. So I'm just going to do this on the whole headlight. So after just one round, this whole thing is yellow, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Continue on with this headlight. You're going to want to do this first step on both sides before you continue on. Alright, so the step one is done. There's my pile right there. And we're going to go ahead and rinse both of the headlights off, take the gloves off, and move on to step 2. Alright, just rinsed it off. It could stay wet because the next step is pretty much a wet sanding. So we're going to put the purple 2000 grit sandpaper on this pad right here. And you're gonna go in a line, not circular. So it doesn't matter if you do vertical or horizontal, you just gotta go in one direction. So I'm gonna wet this with the water and the headlight also, and continue on sanding for 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, so just did the 2000 grit purple. Look at that fade. Don't be scared. This side I just did, so it looks, the water is still on there, that's why it looks like that. But when it dries up, this is what it looks like. We're gonna move on to the green one, which is 3000. Alright guys, so I just did the second part, and it looks like I'm gonna need to go back and do a little bit more work because as you can see the bottom is still shiny. It should be more hazy like this. So I'm gonna go back and go through this. It states you need more prep if it looks shiny or clear. So I've got some spots I need to work up on. So make sure to do that before you go into step 3. Alright guys, it's time for last step, ceramic coating. You're going to do one direction with a 50% overlap and only one coat. So let's see how this goes. These guys, I don't know what anybody else says, or I don't care what anybody else says, but this thing is, wow, look at this thing. What a difference. It's shining like it's brand new. Just one overlap, that's all I had to do. What a difference. Definitely worth the hype. No joke. Wow. Alright guys, so there it is. Actually my headlight is so small to where I don't even use that Cerakote, even just the one pack. I was able to use one just for both of them. So I got enough left over to do my other car too, and this thing is even in worse shape than that one. So look at that. So there's a faded one, and look at that one. My gosh, what a difference. Yes, so check it out if you want to purchase one. I'll throw a link for Amazon in my description. So till next time.